ready. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, how are you? Welcome to this episode number 41. जब हम तैयार हो रहे हैं थोड़ा सा, we'll be back shortly. Let's share this feed अपने दोस्तों के साथ and we'll be back shortly. Welcome. Yes, welcome to the program, ladies and gentlemen. While I am sharing, Pranal can hit off. Pranal, how are you?
अच्छा, good thanks परम. तुम जान के तेरा white पहना है ना, सुबह जीत गए तबे, इसे बताया नहीं यार. अभी गांडर ने कहा, अच्छा तो वैसे भी हाँ, सभी लोग जानते हैं कि सुबह has retained the FIJI Fact title इस साल. परम.
अभी किसके धोई जनता ना हो लोग?
हाँ, धो ही दी उसे विचारन के कोई बात नहीं. Better luck next time. 2-0. It was a very good tasty fight, I would say, at Lawanga Park. तो जितने भी लोग हमारे साथ में एक बार फिर से जुड़ गए हैं, आप सभी का विशेष स्वागत और अभिनंदन हम करना चाहेंगे. और आज एपिसोड 41 में अगर आप पहली बार शायद आए हैं या आएंगे, पहले से स्वागत आपका करना चाहेंगे. हमेशा की तरह पर आज प्रोग्राम बिल्कुल क्या है, बिल्कुल
भरा पूरा
बिल्कुल
भरा पूरा नहीं.
हाँ, का खाएगा ना. अच्छा, भरा पूरा है दोस्तों. साथियों, हमेशा की तरह 1.5 आवर्स तक आप हमारे साथ देते हैं, इसके लिए शुक्रिया. और आज जैसे कि हमने आपको पहले भी बताया है, आज हमारा जो मुख्य अतिथि यानी कि हमारा जो चीफ गेस्ट है और कोई नहीं बल्कि प्रिया याग्निक. परम प्रिया याग्निक ट्रिपल पी आज हमें ना, परम, प्रणोल और साथ में प्रिया. आज हम 7 बजे के बाद में और सब राइट है. परम हेरी शर्मा जी ने न्यूजीलैंड से हाय हम लोगों को कहा है. हाय मेरे भाई. विनीता सिंह नमस्ते जी. नमस्ते आपको. अभी ने कहा बुला सलाम नमस्ते. परम इज ऑल वाइट. अच्छा ठीक है. रेवा लंबा सा तो सेट. अच्छा चलो हम रेवा के साथ दे दी. और अभी ने कहा प्लीज शो दैट वीडियो सेंड. अच्छा भाई हम देंगे, परम को जरूर देंगे. प्रीति जी हेलो एंड राम राम. और अभी गार्डन ने बोली कहा है कि चीफ गेस्ट उर्रो. अच्छा अभी प्रिया है तब उसके मुंह पे बताना. अच्छा भाई. रेणुका ने कहा है गुड इवनिंग. और परम are you busy right?
You can see I'm busy. थोड़ा इधर भेज दी. I'm actually just shaving. Last minute में चाय भी नहीं बने पाया यार.
अच्छा, that's good. Keep rocking मेरे भाई. So दोस्तों, आज जैसे कि हम हमेशा बतलाते हैं कि आज का जो प्रोग्राम है प्रिंट वैली डिजिटल लैब के सौजन्य से आज का प्रोग्राम है. फ्लायर्स, ब्रोशर, साइनेज, पोस्टर्स, कैलेंडर्स, इन्विटेशंस और बिजनेस कार्ड्स हो, आपको जरूर संपर्क करना है दीपक चंद को 0490-807-274 पर. और आज प्रोग्राम में ढेर सारे मस्तियां भी रहेंगे दोस्तों साथी. और वैसे पर हम बारी बारी से हम प्रोग्राम में लोगों को शामिल करेंगे. और आज एक बहुत ही हम कह सकते हैं अद्भुत किंतु सत्य बात लेकर आएंगे. पर हम मेलबर्न में क्या है जून 26 को बहुत कुछ होने को है. आई थिंक यू शुड go to Melbourne on June 26 पर I'll pay for your fare, I'll pay for your accommodation, right?
नहीं सके.
तुम जाएगा कि नहीं?
कब तारीख?
June 26 डायरी खोलो.
कौन रोज पड़े?
And I'm going it should be a Saturday probably. हम तुम्हारा accommodation देगा, transport देगा, right?
तुम जाता है?
No, I'm sending you. हम नहीं जा पाएगा. इसके बारे में हम बाद में जरूर चर्चा करेंगे. मेलबर्न में कौन सी है कि there is a film that's going on. It's going to be on a Tuesday पर हम. So I'll pay for the whole week tomorrow still, right?
यार हमें तुम्हें तलब देख पड़ी because
हम दे देंगे. Right. प्रॉब्लम ये है कि वहाँ पर एक फिल्म चले है और फिल्म की एंट्री है you gotta be nude.
Oh no.
कपड़ा उतार के तब तुम्हें you have to go to the cinema hall. So are you willing to go? हम तुम्हारा सब कुछ
No.
काहे नहीं भाई? I'm paying for everything, brother.
I'm not into nude, bro. सब देख ली तब Facebook में लाइव है जी तब.
नहीं, फोन से अलाउड नहीं. So इस पर हम कुछ चर्चा करेंगे बाद में पर हम. But it is happening in Melbourne June 26 को. There's a very good movie being screened over there. The condition of entry is only you got to be nude. कपड़े उतार कर आपको अंदर जाना है. You have to carry a towel from home. क्योंकि सीट पे तुम्हें बैठने की जरूरत नहीं. I mean, you can't be sitting there with the lizards and everything, you know, hanging around, you know. So इसके बेस पर हम कुछ चर्चा डालेंगे.
इस पे आधारित हम कुछ बातें करेंगे, of course. और हाँ.
What has the world come to ना? अच्छा, तो आज पर हम let's start. It's 6th May. हमेशा हम कहते हैं आज के दिन कुछ न कुछ होता है. तो आज ना बहुत very last fortnight ago Monday was the turtle day, right? और आज है No Diet Day पर. No Diet Day. तो आज के दिन खास करके it is being celebrated all over the world to remind people to have fun with food. You got to be adventurous and try cooking something that you have always wanted to try before but never done before, and you have to be kind to your body and you ditch the diet. You know, if you're
आज के रोज कोई डाइट नहीं करो.
आज के डाइट नहीं करो. तो हम तो मार्शमेलो खाई लिया, पेड़ा खाई लिया, चाय लेकर गया, शुगर कर लिया, because I am celebrating International No Diet Day.
ये कौन सी आदमी लोग को जिसके कोलेस्ट्रॉल रही और कोलेस्ट्रॉल बढ़ाया मांगे
चीनी और. आज के रोज मार गोली बी एडवेंचरस.
अच्छा इला सोचो अदम रुका रही इसके हार्ट अटैक मारे के. अदम रुका रही एकदम हार्ट अटैक मारे के. और शुगर एकदम सैचुरेट हो के आज के रोज खाए तो कोई मरी और कोई डायबिटीज.
आज के रोज 7 खून माफ ब्रदर.
7 खून माफ. Do something new, cook crab and मुर्गा together. वही ले.
Crab and मुर्गा together. देखा आज मंडे है तो आज के रोज be kind to your body, ladies and gentlemen. Ditch the diet and have fun with food. Cook something that you haven't done before and you wanted to try for a very long time. पर हम जिंदगी में तुम कभी सोचा है कुछ कभी जिंदगी में बनाएगा but you haven't tried before. बड़ा हो जाएगा तब. बड़ा हो जाएगा ना. बड़ा हो जाएगा तब बनाए लायक के रहेगा तब फिर. हाँ बना. Anyway, cheers brother, happy. Cheers. हम चाय बना नहीं पाए यार. लास्ट मिनट कोई जन के पीछे में सेट करे पड़ जाए तो चाय नहीं बना पाता. Anyway भी तुम जब चले लगना तो हम चाय बनाएंगे जाके. Nevertheless, आज है एपिसोड 41 लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन. साप्ताहिक नहीं लेकिन हम 2 हफ्ते में एक बार आपके बीच आते हैं और P का जो प्रोग्राम है लेकर आते हैं. दिस इज़ अ नॉन फाइनेंशियल बेस्ड प्रोग्राम. हमारे जो करता धरता है सपोर्ट अभी फ़िलहाल हमें कर रहे हैं और जितने भी लोग जीते हैं सो फार द प्राइजेस हैव गॉन थ्रू. आज ही लास्ट वीक के मिनट को मैंने थम्स अप कर दिया है. पैसे पहुंच गए हैं एंड आपने तो सबको हेलो कर दिया, हेलो हाई कर दिया. एंड आई थिंक बेसैनी से इफ़ यू वाचिंग दिस फीड प्लीज़ डू शेयर अमंग्स योर फैमिली एंड फ्रेंड्स बिकॉज आज PD याग्निक रही हम लोग के साथ
एंड वी शेयरिंग अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ अ मोमेंट, लिटिल ग्लिम्स। और ख़ास तौर पर आज ये है कि प्रियदास के बारे में तो बहुत सारे लोग जानते हैं, लेकिन आज खास कर हम उनसे ये बात करेंगे क्योंकि आई थिंक शी इज़ द फर्स्ट फीमेल आर्टिस्ट फ्रॉम born in Fiji. Fiji born, and then she's actually mingled with so many artists. So I think that will be the main highlight of today, Pranav.
Yes,
क्या ख्याल है आपका?
हमसे वार्तालाप में ये प्रिया से हम पूछेंगे कि what was the experience having to be around Alka Yagnik
Experience and rubbing shoulders, and then you can see कि कैसे बात करे लोग backstage ना, कैसे भिड़े लोग,
कैसे भिड़े, what transpired between them। और खास बात ये है कि उसके बाद में कैसे
दारू रुपये के लिए पीछे
ना उठाए के घूमे हैं अभी प्रिया के एकदम स्टिल जानते हैं ना। और
okay.
दारू रुपये है कि ना, that's a good one ना for the males there. So we'll be asking a lot of questions। अगर आप भी किसी भी तरह का questions पूछना चाहते हैं प्रिया से, प्लीज फील फ्री, आप जरूर से जरूर हमारे साथ में you can chat over with Priya on the program.
So ladies and gentlemen, हमारे जो वीडियोस बनाते हैं उनको हम याद करते हैं इस छोटा सा जो छोटे से हिस्से के बाद।
टीवी ऑस्ट्रेलिया से बुलो नमस्ते, सबका स्वागत है आज के शो में। चिट चैट मसाला है शो का नाम, हर एक की जुबां पे एक ही नाम। तो आइए परम और प्रणोल के संग, तो आइए परम और प्रणोल के संग।
हाँ, लगे हाथ हम दोनों भाइयों को याद कर लेते हैं। शेल्विन साथ में दीपक भाई को, इन्होंने हमेशा हम लोगों को सपोर्ट किया है। और ये जो जिंगल आपने सुना है, इन दोनों के सज्जन से दोस्तों साथियों।
वेलकम टू दिस इवनिंग्स प्रोग्राम। स्काई देवी जी, क्या नाम है? स्काई और देवी दोनों?
स्काई देवी, हाँ ना, देवी स्काई में देवी। अच्छा।
So, what have you been, my friend? You know?
I've been okay, Param. All going good. What about you?
I'm excellent.
ये weekend नहीं गया FIJI?
No, ticket नहीं भेजी यार. She didn't send the ticket, so I couldn't go.
Okay.
Next time हम जाएगा तो तुम्हें बताएगा if she sends the ticket to me.
Okay.
बेचारी ये पैसिफिक में काम करे ना, तो पैसिफिक FIJI एयरवेज में काम तो टिकट भेजे तो I can go.
ओह अच्छा, चलो ठीक है। तो आज जितने भी लोग परम सुबह की सपोर्ट। अच्छा, एक बात मैं जरा पूछे कि इज देयर एनीबॉडी हियर प्रोग्राम में सुबह के रहने वाले हैं? सुबह से इज एनीबॉडी वाचिंग आवर प्रोग्राम?
हां, अभी गांडर
परम खास करके तुम उधर के
सक्सेना भी है, हेरी सक्सेना भी है, अभी गांडर हेरी सक्सेना है
अभी भी सुबह के। ओह अच्छा। तो दोस्तों साथियों, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर बीइंग विद अस। और अगर आप सुबह से हैं, इफ यू आर सपोर्टिंग सुबह, कांग्रेचुलेशंस।
बाकी कौन सी भी आपकी यार वंडा।
Ba will come back as always. We'll come back
as Ba Big Boys.
रेणुका शर्मा ने कहा है कि आई एम फ्रॉम सुबह। साथ में प्रीति अमित कुमार ने कहा है यस। अभी जी यप्स ओके राइट। सो चले प्रोग्राम का आगाज पर हमेशा की तरह एक बहुत ही सुंदर कविता से करते हैं। और
यस, सुंदर कविता से करते हैं। अगर किसी का नाम कविता है तो डू फॉरगिव अस बिकॉज़
कविता है, नाम भी सुंदर, चेहरा भी सुंदर होगा, कविता क्या नाम ना। सो म्यूजिक बेड आप जब तैयार कर रहे हैं दोस्तों, हमें अच्छा लग रहा है कि ढेर सारे लोग शायरी में आजकल दिलचस्पी रखते हैं। पैरम एंड आई कैन सी ऑन फेसबुक दैट मेनी पीपल आर पोस्टिंग देयर लवली शायरीज व्हिच इज वेरी गुड, फैंटास्टिक। और साथ में हमें हमेशा रिया राज हमारे पास लिखते हैं, आज इन्होंने हमारे पास भेजा है। और साथ में यास्मीन जी को हम याद करते हैं, थोड़ी सी बीमार है, आज हमारे साथ में नहीं रहेंगे, तो बाद में प्रोग्राम जरूर देखेंगे। और किसी शायर ने दोस्तों क्या खूब लिखा है, कहा है कि अनुभव कहता है, यानी कि एक्सपीरियंस, अनुभव कहता है खामोशियां ही बेहतर है, साइलेंस इज गोल्डन। अनुभव कहता है कि खामोशियां ही बेहतर है, शब्दों से लोग रूठते बहुत है। जिंदगी गुजर गई सबको खुश करने में, जो खुश हुए वो अपने नहीं थे, जो अपने थे वो कभी खुश नहीं हुए। कितना भी समेट लो दोस्तों, हाथों से फिसलता जरूर है, ये वक्त है साहब, बदलता जरूर है।
क्या बात है, बदलता जरूर है
तुम जरूर है। और वही में ये भी कहना चाहेंगे परम कि गुजरी हुई जिंदगी को कभी याद न कर, ना, गुजरी हुई जिंदगी को कभी याद ना कर, तकदीर में जो लिखा है उसकी फरियाद ना कर, जो होगा वो होकर रहेगा परम, तू कल की फिक्र में अपनी आज की हंसी बर्बाद ना कर। हंस जो चिड़िया, हंस मरते हुए भी गाता है दोस्तों, और मोर नाचते हुए भी रोता है। ये जिंदगी का फंदा है, दुखों वाली रात नींद नहीं आती, और खुशी वाली रात कौन सोता है।
ब्राइस अच्छा है, शायरी बहुत जुलूम है, बट उस शायरी की जो फर्स्ट लाइन है कुंचिरा की, पुराना बात नहीं
गुजरती
याद,
हुई
हाँ,
जिंदगी
को याद मत
जिंदगी
करो,
को कभी याद ना कर,
यू मीन टू
तकदीर
से
में जो लिखा है उसकी फरियाद ना कर। हाँ, तो गुजरती हुई जिंदगी ना, बीत के नहीं बोलो सर, यार यंग रहता तो हम ये कर देता, अपन टाइम ऐसे कर रहा। एंड आल्सो टू द a good parent will I have researched a little bit, बोले a good parent will never tell their children, ए हमारा जमाना में हम लोग ऐसे करते, हम लोग के टाइम तो खाए पिए की रोटी नहीं रहा, you know. So these, if you say that, it's called, according to many of the doctors and philosophers, कि it is not good parenting. ए तुम रोटी बिकता है, हम लोग टाइम तो ऐसे नहीं रहा. So things like that. मतलब गुजरती हुई जिंदगी को
train your kids to give the food, leftover foods, to the animals which are outside roaming around. कुत्ता है और So Pranol, recently, I mean, I've been seeing a lot of people are becoming sick with this flu. This influenza is kind of really bad at the moment. And you yourself, I think you have encountered it. बहुत जबरदस्त flu है ना, my friend?
जबरदस्त है, bro. COVID में, I went through COVID ऐसा कुछ नहीं बे. ये flu में, it got me down, sneezing and coughing for two days. And then I went to the doctors. I got antibiotics and things like that. फिर अभी जाके कल Friday के flu shots लगाया, you know. So अगर आप सिडनी में सुन रहे हैं दोस्तों, this is the month that you'll go and get your flu shots. It's free. ये month के बाद में government will charge everybody.
Oh, is it free at the
free
GP?
At the GPs. GP.
Okay.
Appointment बना लो. This month is the only month that will be free. After that, previously it was $10, but pharmacies are now charging $30 for a flu shot.
I'm wondering if they do have it in Fiji as well. Flu. The seasons chale hai, they also get flu because people go from here.
Question. हम लोग अपन time in Fiji, we never used to have those flu shots and all these shots, ना. अभी तो पता नहीं, I don't know what was the experience now. But
I'm curious. Fiji में flu vax लगा है कि नहीं?
और कौन चीज़ पर हम problem ये है कि बहुत जल्दी फैले. Right? I had my friend John Bryan's that खाली मोटर में बैठी, he was sneezing. यहाँ से just went to our friend James के घर, and then I got it straight away. So this flu is very contagious. Airborne है ना, so you better be very careful.
अभी गांधरबल normal flu चले हैं.
Normal flu चले.
So I think वहाँ से Panadol पिए, नब्बू के जूस पिए, सो जाए ना, कमर खींच के, बफारा लेके.
This one takes the one that we are encountering at the moment. It takes about 5 to 6 days to settle.
अभी आओ Fiji नहीं वरी करो. There's a lot of people are coming over, so it'll come, definitely come.
Definitely come, brother.
हाँ. तो बहुत खराब से उखाड़े हम सुना.
हाँ. इससे बात है ना.
Well, I
Yasmin
hope.
G
Yes.
Yasmin G is encountering this, but she'll be okay very soon.
Well, boost your vitamin C, नब्बू इत्यादि, you know.
Yes.
Keep on taking that. खाली पेट नहीं, लेकिन खाने के साथ कुछ जूस वगैरह बनाकर पीते ही रहेगा. You know, enrich yourself with vitamin C, I suppose. और you know, शक्कर हो सके तो कम करे. Keep your sugar down, and that'll help a bit.
Keep the vitamin C up.
Moving ahead with the program, ladies and gentlemen. और आज खास क्या है प्रोग्राम में? Pranal, are we prepared? Did we bring anything?
आज questions वगैरह नहीं है, पर we thought we will not give away prizes today. We will see how we go. But आपसे episode में we are not giving away any money. We'll rotate it as we know. So आज पर वैसे हम there are lots of things that I want to talk about. But firstly, I would say कि ये मुद्दा हम देखा रहा कि a 46-year-old mother, उसको 9-month sentence दिया गया because what happened, अपन लड़का के लकड़ी चिम्मच से मार दी.
Which country?
Yeah, Australia, right? Paradise Point, right? So what happened is that, and then चिम्मच लेके smack कर दी लड़का. So she was given 9-month probation. But magistrate बतावे कि this behavior is not tolerable, and he says society has moved on, but the behavior is not so. तब उसके माम के और reason नहीं रहा कि उसके जो लड़का रहा उसके चुप्पे से क्रेडिट कार्ड निकाल के and he bought $600 worth of video games.
How old was the kid?
Primary school में मेरे ख्याल से.
Okay.
Right. And then the mummy गुस्सा गई because it's big money, ना big money.
Single mother.
Single
mother.
It doesn't say. It's single out नहीं करे लोग ना. So what happened is that mom this masala, right? As would any mom do. So and then she was she was politicized and things like that. So मंतरा जाने कि what about हम लोग कितना Fiji people है, Fiji friends है हमारे साथ में जुड़े हुए हैं. If you are a mom, do you still do that?
Who's going to own up? I don't think so. You have seen somebody doing it. No, you've seen somebody doing it.
You've seen, but
you have caution, huh?
What would you have done? अभी के ज़माने में तुम्हारा लड़का तक कर दी $600 worth of video games, and then would you have chapkao with a wooden spoon?
Well, firstly, I think that's a lesson to learn. अगर एक बार करी से तो that's okay, because you can forgive them. And then you सतर्क हो जाना चाहिए कि you shouldn't be leaving your wallet around with credit cards especially. And you must know your child. I suppose you must know your child's upbringing and background की कौन सी करे when you are busy with your days. So games खेले है कितना games खेले. Well, things lead up to it. ऐसे नहीं अचक्के में करी. Things lead up to it. So he must have been doing other things that the mother probably knows. So a kid will not all of a sudden take a credit card and buy something. You know what I'm saying? Children learn something. So they must have done something similar. Not similar or चोरी चंडा कोई की गेम गेप करा होगा मारा होगा फ्रेंड के या तो कुछ करा कुछ ना कुछ उसमें जरूर होगा. I think that's personally they must have some sort of it.
So would you chapkao?
I probably wouldn't chapkao, but I wouldn't because I don't like hitting kids. I don't believe in hitting kids because I don't think it's the right way of cautioning them. There's a naughty corner, things like naughty corner, hey, and other things you can utilize instead of those. किड्स के अगर तुम किड्स के मारा चक्के में कहीं सर में लग गए तो देन जिंदगी बदल सकती है ना. तो आई थिंक थिंग्स लाइक नोटी कोना और you can sanction them not to give them sports. उनकी स्पोर्ट्स टाइम रे सोका खेले रग्बी खेले you caution them.
Internet card though and things like that. And वही मुद्दे पे 2 weeks ago I was also reading watching the news and I need a big background story. एक लड़का यहाँ high school में यहीं पर ना. What he did, he chose $26,000 from his parents' safe or whatever. अभी तब $26,000 चोरी करी लड़का high school में, and he took the money to. Did you hear that news? So he took it to school. अपन friends लोग के पैसा बांटे जैसे नब्बू बांटा जाए.
Retaliation.
जाने नहीं, हाँ कोई जाने नहीं उसके $500 दे दी, उसके $100 and after school लेके गए. He took his about 10-12 friends looking on a shopping spree. So he spent $26,000 I say. And then what happened the next, the teachers got involved and then they called the parents. So up to parents log, they are in trouble. Now कहाँ से इतना पैसा कोई घरे काहे रखे? You know, and why isn't it in the bank? You know, what kind of money is it? You know, things like that. So all these are factors like that, though. I don't know what the kids are doing at the moment, but smacking the child probably अगर PG रहता जैसे कि प्रीति ने बताया है कि टेमरिन इमली छपकी मार दो ना. Fiji में तो लगत रहा. I mean Fiji में
तो लगे सब बगल से.
अभी पता नहीं लगे कि नहीं यार.
I think kids around my era probably would have some sort of a mark on the head or somewhere to that extent. That will probably remind you. मुड़ में कौन जी कहाँ मार्क है? हाँ, you remember those things.
झाड़ू सासा ब्रो बोला था मार्क बहुत भारी लगता है गोड़ में.
Okay, moving ahead.
Glad we are out of that doldrum. Glad we are out of that system.
Yes, of course we are. And now let's move ahead. It's समय अनुसार 3 मिनट रह गए और 7 बजे हमारे साथ प्रिया will join in to the program. And और उनसे हम पूछेंगे. कुछ लोगों को याद करते हैं. रेशमा आंटी जी ज्वाइन हो गई हैं हमारे प्रोग्राम में. वेलकम टू द प्रोग्राम एंड डू शेयर दिस फीड सो एवरीबॉडी गेट्स टू नो कि प्रिया याग्निक की जो बैक स्टेज है उसके बारे में कुछ जान सकते हैं. एंड साथ साथ में शी डिड से मेंशन टू मी दैट द रीजन शी गॉट इनटू सिंगिंग was due to the musicians. Pranol, due to the musicians के ज़रिए से ही उनको ये मौका मिला है. तो उनसे हम ये पूछेंगे कि क्यों मिला, कैसे मिला. तो it's more of a back to the stage. उनके बारे में बातें करेंगे आज. So do share this feed, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll move ahead with the program after this little छोटा सा break.
स्वागत तो करो हमारा.
FIJI TV Australia presents सुनिए चिट चैट मसाला शो परम और प्राणोल के संग, परम और प्राणोल के संग. We welcome you to the show today.
और जब वेलकम की बात होती है तो हमारे साथ जुड़ गई है और दैट इज प्रिया दास. प्रिया दी, वेलकम टू द प्रोग्राम. कैसे हैं आप?
मैं ठीक हूँ. परम और प्रणोल, आप दोनों कैसे हैं?
We are good, and I hope you've set everything up according to the way we were setting. So all सब सेट है ना, एकदम पूरा खुशहाल मंगल है.
एकदम सेट है.
एकदम सेट है, चटक ब्राइट है ना.
एकदम चटक ब्राइट है.
तो बहुत बड़ी हल्ला है. सबको बोले प्रिया याग्निक घूमे या प्रिया याग्निक, हम लाइक कौन है?
हाँ, इवन हमारा भैया सरल दास भी वही बात बोले, प्रिया याग्निक.
Priya, Pranol was the first person that told me, Priya Yagnik. So that's where I stole it from.
Yeah, and Saral was the first one who said it to me.
Yeah. Well, your family must have been proud. Your family must have
नया
been
पहचान मिल गई ना, नया पहचान.
Yes, my family and all friends and everyone, all well-wishers, everyone are, I guess they were a bit surprised as well. And yes, they're very happy, and I myself was very surprised, and I was living in a cloud. It took me about 3 weeks to come down to earth.
So Priya,
because it was unbelievable. I couldn't believe it, myself.
How did it eventuate? कैसे शुरू हुआ ये?
Good question. सब लोग मुझसे क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं और बहुत बार मैं repeat कर चुकी हूँ. It's just like when you get some illness or something and people keep asking, so what happened? How did you get diagnosed, etc., etc. So this is similar. What happened is in 2017 I sang in Alka Yagnik's show in Auckland. तो लेकिन अलका जी के साथ में नहीं गाया था. उनके जो मेल आर्टिस्ट थे, कौशिक उनका नाम था है, उनके साथ में मुझे 2-3 लाइनें गाने को मिला था. और उस समय नदीम श्रवण के जो श्रवण जी है वो भी स्टेज पे खड़े थे. सो आई हैड टू सिंग ये दुनिया न माथे की बिंदिया, I love my India, I love my India, सजन मेरा इंडिया, वतन मेरा इंडिया. And then from there the male singer took on that song. So I only had to sing that part. But क्या हुआ था कि मैं बहुत डर गई थी उस समय, क्योंकि इतना बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म था मेरे लिए. एंड मैंने कोई प्रैक्टिस नहीं की थी, तो मुझे इम्प्रोम्प्टू गाना था एट द स्केल दैट दे विल पुट मी ऑन. हाँ, दे प्रोवाइडेड. आई मीन जनरली मैं ओरिजिनल स्केल पे गा लेती हूँ, बट आई वाज स्टिल वेरी स्केर्ड बिकॉज दैट वाज अ वेरी बिग प्लेटफॉर्म. एंड देन बैक स्टेज आई हर्ड कौशिक रियाज कर रहा था वो अपने फोन पे तानपुरा ऑन करके. एंड आई गॉट रियली स्केर्ड. ही वाज वेरी गुड. वो ताने वगैरह प्रैक्टिस कर रहा था बैक स्टेज, एंड आई थॉट ओह माय गुडनेस. एंड देन समबडी टोल्ड मी, the organizer told me, you have to sing with this singer. I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to sing with him. So already मैं बहुत डर गई थी. And then फिर क्योंकि ओकलैंड में बहुत सारे फिजी इंडियंस हैं, तो उन्होंने अनाउंस भी किया बिफोर आई वेंट ऑन स्टेज कि आपकी फिजी की एक कलाकार प्रिया दास. सो इट वाज अ सरप्राइज आइटम बिकॉज द ऑर्गेनाइजर न्यू कि बहुत सारे फिजी इंडियंस आर इन द ऑडियंस. So he was trying to create a surprise item, and it was a surprise item. Everybody started screaming when I got on stage, and everybody started saying, "Go Fiji, go Fiji!" And मैं इतनी डर गई थी कि वो गाना मैंने सुर में नहीं गाया था. So when I heard the video later on, I didn't put it on Facebook. I didn't advertise कि मैंने अलका जी के शो में ओकलैंड में गाना गाया because I thought कि I didn't do a good job at that time.
कोई बाद में बोलिस ने the other singer, what did he do? Did he pick up from the right place? What happened?
Yeah. I mean, एकदम भी बेसुरी नहीं थी, but for my standard, I thought कि I didn't do a good job. But anyway, the musicians thought कि I was good, and they thought I have a good voice and everything, and I became friends with them, and I used to say hello वगैरह on Facebook to them. दिवाली वगैरह के समय कुछ भी फेस्टिवल हो तो they will say hello to me, I will say hello to them. So पर मैंने ऐसे कभी सोचा नहीं था कि इतना बड़ा, मतलब उस प्लेटफॉर्म से भी बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म कि अलका जी के साथ गाने के लिए मिल जाएगा. तो क्या हुआ कि वो जब आ रहे थे, मैंने तो टिकट भी ले लिया था उस शो को देखने के लिए. एंड सो सैटरडे को शो है, एंड देन वन ऑफ देयर लीड म्यूजिशियंस messaged me saying कि do you live in Auckland or do you live in Sydney? So I said I live in Sydney because मैं Auckland गई थी उस समय, तो they were a bit confused. And then they said कि अपना कोई recent गाने का वीडियो भेजो. So I sent टिप टिप बरसा पानी. I had sung in December last year विनोद बाबा के शो में. And I also sent दीवानी मस्तानी. I had sung in अनुज कुलश्रेष्ठ's modeling show last December. So I'm sure उन्होंने अलका जी को तो सुना तो होगा. And she probably must have said yes. I don't know what happened there, but then they messaged me saying कि you might be performing with us in the Sydney and Melbourne shows. I was very surprised. मैंने तो बार-बार उस मैसेज को पढ़ा, even read it with the magnifying glass कि is this correct or am I in a dream? And so they came on Thursday, and then I met the musicians. So उन्होंने कहा कि स्केल नीचे हो गया है. Then they told, I thought कि मुझे सिर्फ जैसे ऑकलैंड में मैंने 2-3 लाइनें गाई थी किसी के साथ में या अलग से, तो I thought I just have to do that. I didn't know कि अलका जी के लिए गाना है, you know. So they told me कि अलका जी की आवाज अच्छी नहीं है at the moment, and they suddenly had to look for somebody, and then they remembered me, and they think I have a good voice quality वगैरह. And they think I can do the job. I was very surprised. I was like, wow, really? You know, it's like me of all the artists, you know. So yeah, and then उनके गाने का scale सब नीचे हो गया था, not on the original scale. So again, I am able to sing anywhere within my range. So I practiced with them. They were impressed कि I could sing at the lower scale. Then they said Alka ji wants to meet you again. I'm like, wow, this is getting better by the hour. So then I met with her. She said the same thing. I was surprised कि इतनी बड़ी artist is saying कि she needs my help. You know, I couldn't believe. That was like a moment for me in my life. I can't believe that. I still can't believe that. And then उनके साथ भी उन्होंने भी कहा कि scale नीचे है. I said it should be all right. I should be able to sing. And 2-3 गाने के 2-3 lines I practiced with her. Again, big moment for me in my life कि अलका जी के साथ में उनके होटल रूम में I am practicing with her, you know. A very big moment for me. I could have never imagined that.
Priya,
and then
there's a shot here if you can see on the screen. What is she saying over here? Can you see the picture?
यहाँ पे वो मुझे बता रही है क्योंकि सिडनी में ऑलरेडी मैं उनके लिए गा चुकी थी, तो यहाँ पे वो बता रही है कि कौन से गाने में कहाँ पे मुझे गाना है और कोरस वगैरह मुझे करना है और कहाँ पे कितना emphasize करना है, मतलब because I was also doing voice over for her. जहाँ her voice was wavering, I was finishing the song off for her. Or if she looks at me, that means I have to sing the whole line.
Okay.
So yeah, so she was.
I noticed that. गाना में 1-2-3 जो गाना था ना, हमने देखा कि she turned around and looked at you and then you took off from there, ना?
So
That's
you
right.
also, and you also performed with this guy. I don't know किसका नाम कौन सी प्रोनाउंस?
Vishal Srivastav.
Vishal Srivastav. हाँ, right.
Yeah.
He's the and of course rubbing shoulders with a great Udit Narayan here.
Yes,
Priya
he
से
was the
autograph
most.
लेके पड़ी है
Aye?
जी.
प्रिया से autograph मांगे पड़ी है.
So Priya, how is Udit Narayan as a person when you meet him?
Oh, very nice, very jovial, very down to earth. And
Does
as
he
soon as I
joke a lot?
asked, Ji,
Does he joke a lot? Does he joke a lot?
yeah, maybe I'm not sure whether he jokes or not, but he's very jovial, always smiling, always anybody can go and approach him, talk with him, can get a photo with him. मेलबर्न में उन्होंने कहा कि ओ आज तो तुम्हारा हुलिया डिफरेंट है क्योंकि I was wearing Indian in Melbourne and I was wearing a bit Western clothing in Sydney. So yeah, and very down to earth, very approachable. Yes,
Yeah.
and that is Alkaji.
That's his
After
backstage,
the
na?
show. Yes, backstage.
Yeah. So how do you feel performing with Alka Yagnik? How you feel?
Like I said in the beginning, I was living in a cloud.
Okay.
It seemed like I was in a dream because
So-
it was unbelievable. मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं था अपने लाइफ में कि ऐसे हो सकता है. I feel very lucky, very humbled. You know, कि that was like winning a lottery, and yeah, just I cannot explain. I feel that I was very privileged and very lucky, I think. And I do believe कि भगवान की कृपा थी बहुत ही ज़्यादा क्योंकि बहुत सारे आर्टिस्ट थे यहाँ पे. इवन फिजी से भी बहुत अच्छे आर्टिस्ट थे और इंडिया से भी और पाकिस्तान बांग्लादेश जहाँ कहीं से भी. लेकिन the chance came to me, so I do feel that, yes, and I do feel कि भगवान की कृपा थी.
कृपा थी, हाँ बिल्कुल सही. और आपने कहा कि न्यूजीलैंड में आपने सुर छोड़ा. अगर उस समय सुर छोड़ा होता तो आज you wouldn't have shared the stage with them. So I think it was your observation. I don't think you must have left the suit. You know, you must have done well.
Yeah,
That's why
musicians said you sang well. You should have. Now everybody's saying, how come you never told us, or how come you never advertised that you sang with them in 2017? Even my family, as you know, the Das family is all very musical. Now my cousins are saying, you knew Alka Yagnik's musicians. How come you never told us? We could have done so many recordings with them or something of that sort, you know.
तो वही तो प्रिया हमेशा बताया ना, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. So the Facebook is out there. You got to sell yourself, and we are very proud of your achievements. और एक चीज बताओ, अच्छा, from a musician's point of view, right? States where musicians लोग वहाँ पर, and how was the interaction between the singers, Alka ji और साथ में उदित और कौन था? Who was the other singer?
Kumar Sanu.
Kumar Sanu. So how did these three interact with the musicians? Did they interact ever? कि ना तुम लोग खाली music side है, हम खाली गायक चल रहे. What was the interaction?
No, they do interact backstage as well, and I think it's all already pre-programmed from India, so they already know what they are going to say, what they are going to play, which scale is going, which scale पे गाना होगा, ये वो वगैरह वगैरह. However, I saw that Udit Narayan ji was a bit fussy in the Sydney as well as in the Melbourne show regarding the scale. He because Alka ji के लिए उनको नीचे मतलब all the songs came sort of down than from the original pitch. So मैंने नोटिस किया कि कुमार सानू जी के लिए इतना प्रॉब्लमेटिक नहीं था, but उदित नारायण जी didn't want to sing. He wanted to sing at the original note.
So what really happened? Did she have a flu? कौन सी भेरा? I mean, did she catch a flu?
No, I think उनके गले में कुछ swelling वगैरह हो गया है, and she's undergoing treatment. Yeah.
So Priya, if I ask you that from the Sydney and the Melbourne show, if there is only one thing you would take out of that experience, what would you take out as your experience that you took with you?
I would say that platform is very professional, very high level. Even उनका जो sound check भी मैंने देखा कि किस तरह से वो sound check करते हैं in Melbourne. They take at least 2 hours and they check each and everything, each instrument, each wire, everything. And then one instrument is played, then 2 instruments are played together, then 3 are played together. So I would take the high level of professionalism and the standard amazing in everything. Sound से लेकर musicians से लेकर singer and even the way the sound engineers treat you. For example, I was just a backup artist, but they were treating me with a lot of respect and came and asked me ki, do you need a lyric stand? Do you need this? Do you need in-ear monitors? They come and put it there for you. They keep interacting with you. So that I would take the high level, the high standard, and the professionalism.
So that was
I'm
the
not
first
saying
time.
local standard में नहीं होता है professionalism. However, I don't think कि उस standard पे होता है. Unless you experience that standard, you wouldn't know कि exactly होता क्या है. So I thought that it was very high level of professionalism.
So did you use in-ear monitors?
I did, and इस समय मैं बेसुरी नहीं हुई थी.
So what's your experience? What's your experience on that? Because I often see, and I am myself like sound guy तो है, लेकिन I always have my ears covered for a good sound. But how does he sound?
Yeah.
Tell me, what's experience like?
Amazing! You can hear everything. You can hear everyone.
Like
you can
stereo.
hear alphabet singing. You can hear your own voice. You can hear
Wow.
every instrument in there. So it was amazing. I loved it, and I think
So
that's
effects,
the reason why I
effects,
could sort of sing well.
So effects वगैरह सब perfect रहता है उसमें.
हाँ, effect वगैरह सब perfect.
Wow.
That's right. And they could hear me too. So it was good.
Wow, Pranol, you should get one, bro.
In-ear.
I think so.
In-ear.
I think everyone should get an in-ear monitor. It's a really good thing.
परम है हम लोग एक दो थोड़ी है. We use that. I mean,
Yeah.
a few of the singers they.
I suppose
And
in-ear
Also,
monitors is good
every
quality.
other sound is muffled out. All the other noises
Yes,
are muffled out. So it's really
Whatever
good.
you want, it is given there.
That's right. Like you are in a studio.
Correct.
Yeah,
Ah, nice experience, huh?
that's right.
Yes,
It's
जब मेरे को लेता है
one
in-ear
in a
monitor.
lifetime. जी?
Brian as well, it's the way to go. He
हमला in-ear monitor और रख लेता पोच में, पेस में.
हाँ ना? शायद राह में right बात.
So Priya, the sound engineers were also from. They also brought the engineers from India, na?
They always do, yeah.
So there was one engineer who came with them, but the rest were all white people. They were all
Caucasian,
Australians
European,
in
yes.
Sydney, and then
Oh,
Australians in Melbourne as well. Yeah.
Mm. Oh,
But
actually,
they did
that.
bring one engineer with them.
They're professionals, so they know. They just tell them. They're very good.
Very.
Very
Yeah.
professional. तो यहाँ के जो गोरे लोग हैं, they just do because they just do what they are told to, no? Because the Western culture is different because they don't use as much effects, on vocals as much as the Indian industry does. So they are subject to cutting it down all the time. When you have a sound engineer who is actually white or European, बहुत dry होता है ना microphones. Everywhere you go, they always use that rock sound होता है. So when they come from India, they know exactly कि कितना देना चाहिए इस singer को.
That's right.
And they monitor it कि अगर they need to pull song at a higher pitch,
Very true.
कितना देना है, कितना कम, कितना ज़्यादा.
देना है. I
They
know.
play
I
with
saw
it,
it
yeah.
all. I didn't see it happening in Sydney show, but I saw it happening in Melbourne show because I was with them all throughout in Melbourne from the morning, and I was amazed. What you are saying, Param, is correct. They look at everything.
All aspect of it.
Yeah.
Wow, what a great experience, eh?
जी हाँ, they take a lot of time with the sound. They take a lot of time with that. I was able to see that, for myself. I think local shows में हम इतना नहीं time देते हैं sound check के लिए.
Now I shouldn't say this, but I have heard Kumar Chanu singing off pitch in some of the concerts. Did you hear anything like that this time?
मुझे पर्सनली तो नहीं लगा, लेकिन लोगों ने मुझसे कहा ये बात. क्योंकि बैक स्टेज शायद इतना समझ में नहीं आता है. लाइक इफ यू आर इन द ऑडियंस तो शायद ज्यादा समझ में भी आता है, पर मुझे तो ऐसा नहीं लगा कि वो ऑफ पिच गा रहे थे. लेकिन शायद कहीं कहीं पर लिप सिंगिंग कर रहे थे, लाइक ऑल थ्री ऑफ देम. एंड that somebody, a lot of people asked me, and that I think yes, that is possible. Yes.
Lip syncing.
So there was some lip syncing there.
Not all the songs, but some of them.
Some songs.
And also music bhi. Lot of the music are already programmed.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you think प्रिया यहाँ सिडनी में अगर हम हैं हमारा जो म्यूजिक इंडस्ट्री है, are we ready for programming on the stage when it comes to live music? अगर हम कोई करे, are we ready for that?
Maybe yes, we are. We can program and then also.
There's one band that's been doing for ages, like 20 साल से कर रहा है. You should know him.
Shalet does that, and Saral can also do that. Saral has done one recently for me. ये शाम मस्तानी and Eram Binitu ko I did a combination.
Okay.
So
okay.
Saral did the programming for me.
Yeah, they can do part programming because the
programming. You're right. So for a live band, it's always, I think अभी FIJI में FIJI अभी Sydney में ना, if somebody does a program live band मेरे ख्याल से अगर करे ना, then they put you down. अरे ये तो लोग programming करे ये लोग खाली ना, but like Param said, there's a guy here who's been doing that. इसका नाम लड़कन रखी से Jack to Jack. Jack to Jack has been doing that for the last 25 years.
Oh, but, are you talking about VTC?
Yeah. Yeah, but
now
the
my cousin Babu.
No.
Oh, okay, sorry. No, I thought you were talking about the real programming.
No. What you are talking about with Saral and them, programming, we're not talking about that. That's possible. Not to open music but I'm talking about live band. Like a program karke, and everybody is chuppe se haath bana chalaye hai, you know, and then, there's nothing connected there. That's what we are talking about.
So nothing like that was on the stage, like fully programmed, fully sequenced.
Fully programmed to nahi hai. Kuch cheez programmed hai, and kuch cheez they are playing. For example, the trumpet player was playing the trumpet and he was so good. I even told him backstage, I said, you play so well. So ऐसा नहीं है कि सब कुछ programmed है, लेकिन little bit I think, because it's hard कि एकदम original. I asked them कि क्यों ऐसे आप करते हो, तो they said कि एकदम ओरिजिनल गाने के लिए गाना जो म्यूजिक है सब, it's very hard because कितने सारे instruments बज रहे हैं when they are recording the song.
Yes,
I can understand you long because अपना standard वहाँ छोड़ी से ना, the standard is up there, और यहाँ आके अगर east standard करी तो, you know, so they will do a few like semi programming. कोई कुछ यहाँ रही है तो it mixes well, ना? So I can understand.
That's right.
What Priya, tell me, what made you say that they're programmed? What part did you hear that you felt like it was programmed?
Oh, I could tell. So I just asked them because जिस समय वो sound check, I mean Sydney में I could tell little bit, but I wasn't sure. Then in Melbourne when they were sound check कर रहे थे, तो उस समय some of those program music they were playing it, and nobody was playing the instrument.
Okay.
Then I asked, some of these program.
The good point is that they didn't do it for the entire program, not half and half. That was good. That was good.
They don't do it for everything.
Because what happens is,
ये बात याद रखना कि they love playing the instrument too, you know.
They do.
A true musician will always go for that, nah?
Yeah.
That's right.
The reason I asked this was because आजकल जो sampled sounds मिल रहे हैं, which means some of the orchestral sounds they have, the songs of Alka Yagnik, Udit Narayan and Kumar Sanu that have used in so many films, you can actually buy sound samples and you can actually play and it'll sound so real. So that's why I asked you. You can actually play on a keyboard sounds that actually will exactly mimic the ones they have actually done it. So they sample that little piece of sound on a keyboard. They see, that's why I was asking. Yes, they can.
Yeah. Wow.
The technology has gone up so far. Even a saxophone sound they can play so clearly. And even certain instruments and keyboards and choir pieces and orchestral pieces, they'll just sound as good as new. I mean, as good as original. Yeah.
Yeah. True.
So Priya, what now? यहाँ से क्या है?
Good question. I'm also trying to do like an original song, have it recorded, an original song. लेकिन मुझे time नहीं मिलता है उसको practice करने के लिए, and because the voice यहाँ से जाएगा, somebody in Pakistan will be doing it for me, and let's see how that comes up. but I've been trying to do it from like January and still haven't been क्योंकि मुझे वो गाना क्योंकि वो ओरिजिनल गाना है तो मुझे खुद सीखना पड़ेगा उस गाने को ना
So
before
what
it
about
gets recorded.
what about the musicians? कुछ से friend नहीं बनाया कि they would have helped you out in some recordings and stuff like that?
Oh yes, yes these musicians, yes, I did say to them कि future में अगर कभी मुंबई आकर if I want to or if my family members or anybody, my friends who want to come and do some recording or come and meet you guys, would that be possible? And they said yes, they'll help me out.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. That's good. और anything else you would like to add with the experience? Now अब तो लोग आपको प्रिया याग्निक ही कहेंगे.
नहीं, I think I would prefer Priya Das.
Priya Das. And
because she will always be Alka Yagnik. I guess she'll always be the amazing Alka Yagnik,
autograph लिया कि नहीं अलका के?
Sorry?
Autograph लिया कि नहीं अलका याग्निक के?
Autograph लेने के लिए the managers are not like even उनसे बात करने के लिए very difficult. There is that Melbourne one. It was lucky कि हम दोनों वहीं खड़े हुए थे and then she started talking to me. Otherwise, it's very hard to be talking to I was not allowed into her room backstage.
I suppose
and
security
you have to go
reasons.
To the manager, and the managers are they're very protective
Very shrewd.
of all of them,
That's their job, yeah.
And even मैं कुमार सानू जी के साथ फोटो भी नहीं ले पाई. Every time I said to him, I want a photo with you, and he would be like, yes, अभी करेंगे. As soon as he sings, his manager just takes him into the room, and that's it. So I couldn't get autograph, but अलका जी का पाव मैंने छुआ, and उदित नारायण जी का भी पाव छुआ. कुमार सानू जी very energetic, very hyper. उनके पास time नहीं है for anything. And every time you speak to him, he's like, yes, अभी करेंगे, अभी होगा. But as soon as he finishes his performance, he's out of there. So and it's very difficult. Managers say, even if you constantly asking the managers, look, I want a photo, I want an autograph, they'll keep telling you, yeah, we'll do it, टाल देते हैं. So that was not very nice, and I didn't feel very nice in that way, because I thought at least I could get one photo with him, but I couldn't.
And
so
do you
Alka
think,
ji ke saath bhi, it was hard.
do you think this is the last tour for all three of them in Sydney specifically? Because Kumar Sanu has been here, Alka has been here, and साथ में Udit Narayan has also been here. So do you think this will be the last concert that Sydney will ever see of those three together?
Possibly. Kumar Sanu might still come. Udit Narayan might still also come. Alka ji, I don't know if she's
winding down.
She must be in her 60s, no?
I think yes.
Yeah. It was very lucky to see Priya. You sang Ek Do Teen. That was a song that gave her a break in Bollywood.
I know.
Yeah, that was the song that made her,
I've got a little video.
And then she called me for that. I couldn't believe it.
Let me play something, and I just want you to highlight what's happening in this video, Priya. Hold on. I think Priya is there. Chorus करे ना Priya इसमें.
हाँ कोरा मेरा है ना.
Chorus as well as उनके last वाले parts like
Yeah.
"हका बड़ा जाना है," the hey part.
Yeah. That was Melbourne or Sydney?
That was Melbourne क्योंकि क्या हुआ कि सिडनी में I only did the solos, like only did the voice over for the solos, not the duet. But oops, क्या हो गया ये?
It's okay. It's okay.
And मेलबर्न में वो जो फोटोज आप देख रहे हैं जहाँ हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं मैं और अलका जी, तो उन्होंने कहा कि कैन यू आल्सो सिंग ड्यूरिंग द डुएट्स क्योंकि उनका आवाज स्ट्रेन हो गया था आफ्टर सिडनी. आई मीन मोस्ट ट्रेन. So I said yes, and she said, "Are you available?" I said, "I'm only available for you because of you. I came here, you know." So so I was, and Melbourne में, सिडनी में तो मैं स्टेज के नीचे डार्क में खड़ी थी, तो nobody could see कि मैं उनका गाना फिनिश कर रही हूँ उनके लिए, या बीच में गा रही हूँ उनके लिए. But मेलबर्न में नीचे कहीं जगह नहीं थी, स्टेज के नीचे कहीं पे जगह नहीं थी, and पीछे it was really dark, like stark dark. So I told her, Alka ji, this is like WHS for me. I'm not going to stand in the dark at the back. Somebody stabbed me, nobody will know. And stage ke niche bhi jagah nahi hai. So I said, I'm going to stand on the stage, but with the musicians on the corner. So she agreed. So yeah, that's what I was doing. I was doing all the chorus and also finishing of some of. That's why sometimes you can hear two voices in the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what an experience, Yagnik ji.
I know.
So what did your parents say about it? Mata pita kya keh rahe hain?
Yeah, they're like I said, everybody were a bit surprised as well, including me. I was surprised as well, but very happy and very proud. And yeah, they also couldn't believe कि ऐसा भी मौका मेरे लाइफ में आ सकता है. And yeah, किसी के भी लाइफ में I suppose बहुत ही बड़ी, you know, it's a very big chance.
तो अब प्रिया सिडनी में साउंड चेक करे जाई तो बोली नहीं यहाँ ऐसे करो, यहाँ ऐसे करो.
या अब तो प्रिया म्यूजिशियन लोग के बताने लगी, ए नहीं रॉन्ग कोड है, यहाँ पर इला पीस है, you know, you play this piece then I'll come in, you know.
नहीं मैं कुछ नहीं बोलूंगी क्योंकि like I said उनका लेवल ही कुछ और है ना.
अलग है. Yes,
like it's hard. And we are not professional singers or musicians. हम तो दूसरे जॉब करते हैं, फिर टाइम मिलता है, then we do all these other things that we love and are passionate about. So it's not that easy, I guess. So I understand. But उनका तो वही उनका प्रोफेशन है. That's what they do every day, you know.
So one thing, Param, I wanted to say, ask, yeah, what about the lyrics? Did they bring lyric? What do you call it? Lick right? Yeah, it was just they remembered all the songs.
Generally, they remembered, and they also told me कि I have to remember. I tried because I have that problem. मुझे lyrics याद नहीं रहते, and I tried my best. And then in the end, I told Alka ji and the musicians, everybody. I said, look, I'm going to have a lyric stand there. I'm very sorry. मुझे ये गाने सब याद नहीं होते, no. As soon as I see the audience, I somehow forget all the lyrics. I don't know what. That's my problem.
They've been singing this for a while now. Every stage पे तो लोग they would have sung over and over again. तब तो दिमाग में हाल जाना. रट्टा मार के they get it out.
And then in the end, because शुरू में उन्होंने कहा कि you have to remember all those songs. Then in the end they agreed. Okay, you have your lyric stand. But the three of them, amazingly, they remembered their songs very well.
Well, that's an original song. They've sang so many takes लिया होगा ना, तो obviously they should know those. And so many shows they've done. So obviously उनका खेती ही है ना, they live on that, so they should not actually. अगर lyrics भूल जाता है तो that's a big thing for them ना. It's like mechanic forgot his tools ना.
That's true. And another thing I want to point out that I was able to observe and I realized they really use the stage. वो आगे भी रहते हैं, फिर साइड में जाकर गाते हैं, फिर इस तरफ गाते हैं. They really know how to use the stage. I mean the singers. एक ही जगह खड़े होकर नहीं गाते हैं, you know, even if they're not dancing, but they're still using the whole stage.
I think it's very difficult when you get that professional atmosphere. You can utilize it. But when you come to someone like our local shows, it's very difficult because of sound. Hey, को नाम नहीं जाना, mic ची करे लगी.
True.
ये खड़ा है क्या ना? Sometimes you see Priya के हिली नहीं, Priya वही खड़ा गई, हिली नहीं, तन को चीप ही नहीं करी बोली, वही खड़ा गई. So you've been in those situations, Priya, so you know what I mean. You know, it's very difficult.
I know. But then I thought कि कितना अच्छा है कि पूरा stage use करके गाओ, and then you can really entertain the crowd.
नहीं, नहीं, हम कुमार शानू के पार्ट नहीं गाएगा. Someone saying कुमार शानू के पार्ट next time परम गई. No.
Never know. See, I never knew कि I could get this chance, So you never know. Anything is possible.
Yeah.
So I would say कि जब last show आप New Zealand में, Auckland में जब आपने किया था ना, तो उसके बाद में you remained in contact with the musicians. I think that was a very good thing to do. You were very consistent and liaising with them. तभी तो I think they thought about you the first instant. So it is very good thing that if you.
Yeah, but the thing is, I just want to make it clear कि इस कारण से नहीं I was in contact कि I wanted to get something out of them,
नहीं.
Yeah, but I was just being friends with them because they are colleagues. I thought musicians इतने बड़े musicians हैं, so I was just being friends with them. मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं था कि इतना बड़ा मौका मिल जाएगा उनके कारण से, because they recommended me to Alka ji.
You never know. It's a stepping stone. You never know. You might get that call. Hey, come record a song for us in this movie. You never know.
That would be awesome.
एक चीज जरूर पता है कि प्रिया के हम जानता है अब local scene में if she charges money इसके अब तो amount दुगना हो जाए ना.
You know what? That's what they told me, the musicians. They said, make sure, Priya, now you charge double. I said, this is not Mumbai. They said, no, in Mumbai, if somebody sings with Alka Yagnik, unka charge double ho jayega. I said,
it's very difficult in Sydney. Very difficult.
Yeah, I said, no, this is Sydney,
Yeah. So what an experience.
But I guess that happens in India, I suppose. It happens in India. Unka wo ho jata hai na, like you become big. Suddenly.
हम लोगों का यहाँ पर भी profession is different from passion. ना हम लोग का profession और कुछ and passion. We don't mix things together. But वहाँ पर तो they have one thing. These musicians they have a passion with the profession. Together हम लोग का we have to keep it separate. That's why we lag in so many things. But that's okay. We're growing up together. That's fine.
Yes.
But what a big
and
experience.
And they also told me, you make sure you put everything on Facebook, make sure you put all the videos, you put all the photos. The musicians told me. I said, unko bura nahi lagega Alka ji ko. They said, no, you have to promote yourself. Just put everything up on Facebook. Don't be like the 2017 time, that you didn't put anything up. They told me, make sure this time you put everything up and put it out there कि you were there, with her.
जो दिखता है वो बिकता है, ख्याल करना. So did you put anything? You did put, yes. जो दिखता है वो बिकता है, ख्याल रखना प्रिया. Whatever achievement you have, just put it out there. It's not to people लोग बोले probably they are self-promoting. नहीं वो बात नहीं है. You are sharing the talents. Whatever you put over there, you never know.
Nobody's promoting you anyway, so you might as well promote yourself.
Exactly. Promote
that
yourself. Platform मिला है, and with that, ऐसे सोचो कि there will be other people who might think and get motivated and do something better or something along those lines. The young people who are growing up, they can still think and learn.
So just like the Bakri man, just like the Bakri man.
Like the Bakri man. It's not about me. Yeah, अपने आप के ना, it's just spreading the love.
छोटा blue जंगिया पहन के, brown ला boot पहन के.
I was promoting the Bakri, not me. So spread the love.
How many Bakris anyway?
1 year, February में birthday रहा.
खसी लटा काटे लटा में गए. आपकी क्रिसमस के जाई पूरा.
So like I said, whatever your achievements you have, just put it out there. Let it be there. That's how it should be.
So as I think Pranal asked a question, what where to from now? Are you going to be working on any original songs, your own compositions? कोई album release करने की तमन्ना है? Some other tours you're planning to do?
So at the moment, like I said, I'm trying to get a single out, but I have to learn that song because it's been composed by a musician in Pakistan, and they will provide all the music. But I have to learn, and then यहाँ से voice record करके भेजना पड़ेगा and all that.
But you have
Hopefully,
done that. You have done that before, Priya. मेरे ख्याल से, if I'm not wrong, in Fiji when I was there, you did sing an original album, ना? बनाया रहा, did you?
I have a bhajan ka album. My dad
हाँ.
did all the music, and
Hmm.
they're not original bhajans, but the bhajans को original वो दिया गया, क्या बोलते हैं, अलग-अलग tunes in अलग-अलग राग में. So
Okay.
yes, I already have an album, but वो भजनों का album है. It's called Priyanjali,
Oh,
and my father composed all the music and all the tunes. So
Okay.
yeah, I did something like that in Fiji. Yes, that's right.
Well, thank you, Priya, for sharing us your experience for free and not charging us, by the way. And thank you for that. And
So next
And
time
thank
के
you
लिए
for
she'll be
having
charging
me.
us to be here.
yes,
And
yes.
Priya, thank you very much. Chit Chat परिवार की ओर से all the शुभकामनाएं आप तक पहुंचे, and keep
I see.
rocking, keep
And
striving.
I think in due course we'll be planning something आपके साथ भी कुछ हारमोनियम के साथ. Your brother is also. It'll be lovely to. It'll be nice to see you and Saral get together on a live on here. And I think we
That
can.
will be that will be
You sing.
very
And
true.
we were looking forward for something like that, and it'll be nice. It'll be good for the people, for the general wider spectrum of people that are getting to know us musicians and singers. So I think we should keep doing what we're doing.
That is true. And just one more thing I want to add, ki, because I'm of Fiji background, that moment, that क्या बोलते, opportunity was very big, क्योंकि हम Fiji के लोगों को I think underestimate किया जाता है, and you know, उतने बड़े मकाम पे पहुंचने के लिए very difficult for us. So in that way, I was very proud. And every time somebody asked me, "Where are you from, India?" Because a lot of people thought I came with her from India. And whenever they're asking me, "Oh, where are you from in India?" I would say I'm from Fiji. They would
That's
be
good.
amazed. Oh, you're from Fiji? You know, that look on their face, and the amazement. कि कोई
Yes.
Fiji का person भी can, you know, be able
Yes.
to do this. So
Yes.
that really made me very proud, and I didn't mince my words. I told everyone I'm from Fiji, in Sydney as well as in Melbourne.
Well,
Because
it's good.
Melbourne में क्या हुआ, backstage they opened it for the public after the show, so the public could come at the back.
Ah,
So they were
अच्छा.
coming and meeting me as well, apart from those three.
Autograph
They
दिया
were
कि
like,
नहीं?
"Oh." And then they're like, "Oh, did you come with her from India? Oh, where are you from India?" They kept saying India, 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 and I kept saying, "No, I'm from Fiji." And then
वो
they were
कहाँ
very
है?
amazed.
Fiji, वो कहाँ है?
वो कहाँ है Fiji? And some of them were from Fiji, and they were like, "अरे, हम लोग भी Fiji के हैं." And I was like, they were so happy. कि, oh, somebody from Fiji. So that was, I think,
जंगलीपन शुरू हो
one of
गया
the
लोग के.
highlights.
जंगलीपन शुरू हो गया.
हम भी Fiji के हैं ना?
Even in Auckland, remember, हम इतना
Yeah,
डर
yeah.
गया ना कि बेसुरा गाना गाया, you know,
Yeah.
very bad. हाँ, but अब की टाइम नहीं डरा. ई टाइम हम बोला हम डरेगा नहीं. I'll go with the full confidence, you know.
Yeah. Now, the last question I'd like to ask you before I unleash you from this program. Now, I know your mom's born in India and she's Indian from India. And I overheard her yesterday talking to you in Shuddha Hindi. How hard or how has it been growing as a child to a mother who's always speaking Shuddha Hindi, and then you speak Fiji Hindi? Do you speak Fiji Hindi with her or at home, or do you just speak the language she speaks?
Yeah, that's a good question, and I also get asked this question a lot of times. Actually, just recently, yesterday or day before, somebody asked me this question. So it depends, because she can also speak in Fiji Hindi. बहुत साल हो गए ना उनको रहने Fiji में रहते हुए. So sometimes when she'll speak in Fiji Hindi, we will speak to her in Fiji Hindi. When she starts speaking in Shuddha Hindi, then we'll speak to her in Shuddha Hindi. And also she is a Maharashtrian. She is a Marathi.
Okay.
We also know Marathi because of her, because when we were kids, my elder brother and myself.
Ikde.
No, Ikde is Telugu, I think.
Okay.
Or Tamil maybe. Oh, no, Ikde is Telugu, I think. Marathi is, you know, in the TV series they call Ai, Mada, you know, Ai.
Tai.
Ai, Tai, yeah. So that's what's Marathi is a bit similar to Gujarati.
Okay.
Yeah, so she used to speak to us in Marathi as well. So because of that, we also know Marathi. Yeah, but dad is South Indian, but I don't know the South Indian language.
सुना ना प्रणोल मद्राजी लोग बहुत भाई नाम कमाए.
So it's not difficult Param to put it that way because we grew up in that from childhood, so it's not difficult nahi hai to switch the languages. So kabhi Fiji Hindi mein, kabhi Shuddh Hindi mein, and Marathi to utna nahi hota hai. But when I was studying in India, so I was in Pune in Maharashtra, so I will understand what they are talking, what they are saying in Marathi. So yeah.
There you go, Pranol. Little glimpse of Priya Das from that yesteryears of her growing
हम
up.
लोग के celebrity ना अच्छा हाँ हम लोग के celebrity है ये.
Well, Priya, it's been nice chatting. Very
Mm.
nice chatting with you, and in due course,
Thank you.
we'll have more meat products from you, and obviously we'll launch it in a different way. Hopefully, waiting for your new song. जब निकलता है, do hit us and let us know. Myself and
Yeah.
Pranol,
That musician also keeps calling me and keeps asking me, are you going to do this or are you going to shelve this? So I was like, I don't have time, but I need to take out time. Yeah.
yes. And hope to see you in future with Saral and yourself, and
Yes.
it'll be nice to do. And it'll be great to see a Das in concert one day. You know, like all the Dases
That's
get
what I'm
together.
would
saying.
be actually.
With mom and dad as well, you know, mom and dad
Yes,
here,
yes,
so
the
they
full
हाँ.
Das and all the cousins and everybody.
ना. Hmm.
That's right. अब तो वो आ गए हैं permanently यहाँ पे, तो we can do something. Yes.
So we can do a nice evening, you know,
An
Yes.
evening with the Dases.
evening with the Das Yagnik.
That's yeah.
Great. Thanks for coming in and tuning in
Thank you
with
for
us.
coming, Priya.
Thank
And all
you.
the best, all the very best, Priya.
All
Thank
the
you.
very
All the best to you guys as well. Bye.
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 स्वागत तो करो हमारा.
FIJI TV Australia presents Husniye Chit Chat Masala Show Param aur Pranol ke sang Param aur Pranol ke sang. We welcome you to the show today.
Yes, we welcome you to the show today, and myself and Pranol here on live on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. और आपको ये बता दें कि इस प्रोग्राम को यदि आप सुन रहे हैं, इसको शेयर कर सकते हैं. और अभी आप सुन रहे थे प्रिया याग्निक के नहीं, प्रिया दास. हम लोगों ने इसका नाम याग्निक ही जोड़ा है क्योंकि she is rubbing shoulders with Alka Yagnik. So let's, Pranol is actually doing something. So while Pranol is doing something, let me just play something for you, and I'll come back quickly after that. Let's see. Just a bit of a
बेखुदी में सनम उठ गए जो कदम, बेखुदी में सनम उठ गए जो कदम, आ गए आ गए आ गए पास हम, आ गए पास हम. नहीं ये दिल की लगी है, जितनी बुझाई उतनी जली है।
दिल की लगी ना हो तो क्या जिंदगी है, साथ हम जो चले मिट गए फासले।
आ गए आ गए पास हम, आ गए पास हम, बेखुदी में सनम उठ गए जो कदम। खोए नजर थी सोए नजारे, देखा तुम्हें तो जागे ये सारे।
दिल ने किए जो दिल को इशारे, मिलके चले हम साथ तुम्हारे।
आज खुशी से मेरा दिल ये पुकारे, तेरा दामन मिला प्यार मेरा खिला।
आ गए आ गए पास हम, आ गए पास हम,
बेखुदी में सनम उठ गए जो कदम।
फिर से लेकर आए हम यार चिट चिट मसाला शो, परम और प्रणव के संग चिट चिट मसाला शो, चिट चिट मसाला शो, चिट चिट मसाला शो। इसलिए एक बार लेकर आए हैं आपके लिए चिट चिट मसाला शो, परम और प्रणव के संग।
जी हाँ, चिट मसाला,
चिट चिट मसाला प्रणव और परम के साथ में दोस्तों साथियों। और जल्दी से एक शायरी पढ़ देते हैं, रिया राज ने हमारे पास भेजा है परम हमेशा की तरह। यास्मीन जी बीमार है, होपफुली शी गेट्स बेटर सून। और रिया राज लिखती हैं कि उल्फत बदल गई कभी नीयत बदल गई, उल्फत बदल गई कभी नीयत बदल गई दोस्तों। खुदगर्ज जब हुए तो फिर सीरत बदल गई। अपना कसूर दूसरों के सर पर डालकर, अपना कसूर दूसरों के सर पर डालकर कुछ लोग सोचते हैं परम हकीकत बदल गई।
क्या बात,
वेरी
क्या
ब्यूटीफुल
बात।
लेटर, क्या बात रिया, बहुत बहुत हिंदी में बोले ना, तूड़ फाड़ मीनिंग है इसमें ना। उल्फत बदल गई कभी नीयत बदल गई, खुद गर्ज जब हुए तो फिर सीरत बदल गई। अपना कसूर दूसरों के सर पर डालकर कुछ लोग सोचते हैं हकीकत बदल गई, रियलिटी चेंज हो गया है ना।
हकीकत बदले ना,
पर बोले ब्लेम करो दूसर की, हकीकत बदल गई ना। सो दे परम। और वैसे जल्दी से आपने लास्ट वीक जल्दी से क्या, we wanted to touch a little bit before we round off KK के बारे में ना। KK,
yes of course
yes, we can't forget that दोस्तों साथियों, everybody knows that KK who has been singing soulful songs for a decade of say 3 decades songs, और बहुत सुंदर सा गाना गाए से, and I have been following him for a very long time. He was a very media shy bloke. और परम इसके बारे में you know, not many people knew who KK was now because he was a very media shy person. But एक चीज इसके बारे में हम देखा है, and I've researched कि he was a one lady man, you know. So जब प्राइमरी स्कूल में रहा, he fell in love with वैसे ना puppy love with a girl, and then when they grew up together and he married his sweetheart ना, फिर उसके बच्चे हुए ना, and then and after all his shows, he's done shows throughout ना, so many places, and after every show he would just finish the show straight home to the wife and children ना? So he was always a one man person, sorry, one lady, कैसे बोले, one lady man ना, and he was 53. और एक चीज I would say Dr. Hamidi wrote on Facebook, and I will never forget. KK के बारे में. He wrote very good words and he said that machoism, macho आदमी, oh, the show must go on. This phrase अब हम लोग के name में कभी use करो. This is machoism कि बहुत फकटिया बात है. The show must go on. Look, if anybody is sick, you never say अच्छा ये game खेल लेते हो हम जाएगा अस्पताल, you know, or I must finish this, then I will do this. So this banda, he was feeling the pain, but he let the show finish, and after finish, it was finished too late, you know. So
They're
always
saying-
like
They're saying that it is a myocardial infection that led to singer KK's death. Declared that the cause of death, adding excessive excitement during the live show, caused a stoppage of blood flow leading to cardiac arrest. Excessive excitement. So KK was renowned for singing very high notes.
very high note.
Very high
brother.
notes. And of course,
And
when you're singing very high notes, you take a lot of air into your lungs and you push.
Exactly.
So-
And he was running around, and I could see a stadium में हमें जरा probably it was too overcrowded. It wouldn't happen in Australia anyways.
Yeah.
And also last week there was a show in Sydney. There was a guy, 18-year-old, very famous name. I forgot his name. He came to do a show, house full, packed last week. And then while stage he was not feeling well. 18-year-old, and
Wow.
he did 2 songs. उसके बाद में he said, "Sorry guys, I'm feeling down. I cannot continue."
Mhm.
And he left. People look, Gary, this, of course, this, nah. But then I could relate very well. The same thing with KK. You know, this 18-year-old said, "No, I'm very sick. Sorry." Oh, ticket ke daam $300, $500, and
Wow.
jam packed. So he said no, and that was good. The show must go on. It's as a machoism. We shouldn't do that. Or one thing good, Param, this guy, he started his career by singing jingles like Charlie Sheen,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
And
yes.
he sang about 3,500 jingles, पहले से. And he had no formal musical training because कौन सी उसके गुरु रहा किशोर कुमार के साथ दिन देखा था. And he said, if Kishore Kumar had no formal training, why the heck would I need training? You know.
Mhm.
So he didn't do any musical training, and he worked in a hotel, and he was a salesman, and then he got the partner. उसकी औरत बहुत, the wife was very very supportive of his career. He started from salesman, then wife से बोली, "Sam, I want to go back into music, कुछ करी ना." And they were very supportive. And 53 is not an age to leave this
Yes,
stage,
yes.
you know. And
Sad, but a wonderful artist, wonderful personality that has left us. I think that the way he went was a shock to the music fraternity,
fraternity.
and that few things.
Oh,
a lot of
such a
people,
leader,
and it was,
such a fit man.
and I think it's actually a food for thought for a lot of organizers and promoters, because the venue was overcrowded, less of oxygen, heat from the lights that keeps on going, the exhaustion, and plus so many things you could think of went probably wrong that we didn't see, no, personally. So
Exactly.
may his soul rest in
So
peace.
it was very sad. As a musician, I have played most of his songs for the last 20-30 years. Other singers came and went, and that's the time I knew, oh, this banda was KK, man. I will never forget this.
Krishna Kumar Kunath. He was a Malayalam.
Malayalam, right? Krishna Kumar. And his very बहुत अच्छा गाना हम रहे ना
Pal. Pal.
तुम सिंगा गाए थोड़ा
Nahi, yaar.
पल पल ये right?
Yes. It's a very
And,
nice song. A very nice song. It's been humming
very
in my head since the day he's passed away. It's a wonderful song. So someday we'll do it on stage.
इसके अगर परम if you go on his song list on YouTube तुम देखेगा, and you'll be amazed कि कौन कौन गाना ये अपन जिंदगी में गाए for the last 30 years से.
Yes.
Amazing, and it can never be comparable.
I mean, if you look at it, Imran Hashmi की जितना भी गाना है, Gangsta से लेके
हाँ,
तू ही मेरी शब है,
तू ही
शुबा
मेरी
है,
शब्द से लेके है ना.
so many songs he sang. Wonderful
और
artist.
फिल्म माचिस देखा, माचिस चंद्रचूड़ सेन की फिल्म है.
Yes,
छोड़
yes,
आए
yes.
हम छोड़ आए हम वो गलियां, you know, all those kind of long.
There are so
Powerful.
many songs he sung, and some of the
Talap
songs which is
film,
limelight में नहीं है ऐसे, and I would suggest those who actually want to know, go to YouTube and hear some of those songs, and you'll be amazed the caliber of his singing. It's just way out of it, way out of it. So I mean, I didn't even hear those songs, you know, so I've heard it.
और हम दिल दे चुके सनम की फिल्म बोला तड़प तड़प के ना इस
Tadap
दिल
Tadap
से
के was the
आहा
first
दिल,
song.
so all this.
Popular. You got a award for that.
So many things. Oh my goodness. But anyway, Anu Das ne kaha the last song Hum Rahe Na Rahe.
And he actually sang that song on stage before he left. And he made a few gestures, like heart and Hai Main Mar Jawa, he was saying, and all those things, So nobody
And
knew
the way
he'll be.
somebody knew, and then the way he was conducting himself, I was marveling at, oh my goodness, kitna bhari energy iske lag raha hai. He was 53 years old,
Yes.
and still young and fit and everything, but
Well, life की कोई भरोसा नहीं है भैया. हंसी खुशी मजाक से जियो जिंदगी. You never know when it's taken from you.
you never know hum rahe na rahe, hai na? Kal yaad aayenge
वो
wo
पल.
pal.
Wonderful.
Moving on, Param, last week you asked me about a movie. Jaldi se batla di before we end.
Yes.
बोला कोई movie देखा कि नहीं? You should watch that movie, Runway
वाला?
34. Runway 34. It is production by Ajay Devgan and Amitabh
किस
Bachchan.
में है? Is it on Prime?
Good question. हम तो
कि चोर वाला टीवी में?
TriVision. नहीं पगला ऐसे नहीं.
Okay.
I saw that on TriVision.
What is the name?
Runway 34.
Okay.
Runway. You should
Google
watch
it.
this. It's inspired by true incidents. And Ajay Devgan is a pilot, and what happens? He's a flying prodigy, so everybody
Okay.
admires. What happens is this: he takes off, and
Makes
his
one
flight
mistake.
takes on a mysterious course. He makes one mistake, and everything unscrews for him. So it's a very good one. It's just about plane and flying and things like that. I liked it, but it did not create a huge impact in the film industry, I would say.
Okay.
Not many people because there was no love story there and things like that. But there's a lot of twists and turns there. Runaway 34, brother. Character.
I
TriVision
shall
mein humne it's a very good
TriVision.
copy there.
I don't
Netflix-
usually get time. That's why it's easy for me to access Netflix and Prime because if it's there, I'll watch it.
So you
and,
don't screen, I say computer screen, is it?
Yeah, I'll watch it on my 32-inch.
So I've got the TriVision on a big screen. हम treadmill के आगे रखा है.
Oh,
So
okay,
it takes me about 4-5 hours to watch one movie because every treadmill is half an hour, right? So I watch the first 30 minutes and then go. Next day or next time.
I can't do that. I gotta watch the whole film.
About 6-7 hours लगे देखते, but I do that, and then it does the job. पता नहीं लगे running भी हो जाए and then खास करके. So you should see this movie, brother.
Okay.
It's a wonderful. You probably wouldn't like it, but it was my cup of tea. I'd love to know what happened
Okay.
there. Not very dramatic, but Ajay
Definitely.
Devgan, Amitabh,
Definitely.
definitely there. Right.
Sweet. Now you've asked me to download a video. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to play with it
Okay,
and you're going to talk after that, or what's the story?
No, I'll talk before that. So, ladies and gentlemen, Param, did you कोई miss करा याद करे के लिए?
Yeah, Anu Das has joined us lately, so she was throughout the program and watching. And Sarita was supposed to take a flight, but she says, I didn't miss it. She missed the flight or something, I think, and then she's joined us. So, lucky me, missed my flight home. So listening, she missed a flight, so she's enjoying. These are the sincere viewers every week, every fortnight. They join हो जाते हैं हमारे साथ इस program को देखने के लिए. Yes, VC, Mr. Vinod Chandra was there as well. Branesh Das had some powerful questions as well. So yeah, thank you for joining in, guys. Wonderful.
Joining in. आज हम लोग draw नहीं करा, but still we have got people attached to us. Thank you very much, guys. Our the next one, before we go on, last one, Param, I was very proud to say that Sitiveni Rambuka, he acknowledged all the Fijians living in Australia. खास करके बोले कि thank you very much, guys, because the COVID-19 pandemic है Param. बोले we pumped in $600 million into the Fiji economy during the COVID-19.
What's your thought on that, my friend? What do you think?
$600 million.
Do you think he's gonna win?
He's gonna win, bro.
You reckon?
He's gonna win. I'm 100% बताता है.
Do you think it's good for Fiji?
Could be, give them a chance. Like अभी देखो हम लोग Labour government give them a chance and pay rise होगी आज, if you watch the news. So we've got there have been, look, if the driver sits on the wheel for a very long time, there will be changes. Like John Howard, he sat on the driver's wheel for a long time. There was no need to change him, but people just wanted थक गया उसके मुंह देखते देखते. So the Prime Minister, he must be doing a good job. I'm not a politician. I'm not a seasoned politician to talk about that. But if people see you for a very long time on the driver's seat, definitely they will change you. So he's been there for the 2-3
So
terms.
Rambuka
15 years.
personally, he hasn't been a prime minister, no? He
No.
proposed somebody else to run the country, no?
He
Darasi.
said that he said this, that we have some very young politicians who are aspiring to be candidates. उसके politician लोग काफी young है, right? And who are better qualified to be taking economics with them. And he said, my job is just to be in the driver's seat. Probably he would be the prime minister, but my job is to be in the driver's seat. They will look after the engine room. Statement उसके बहुत अच्छा लगा. So he's gonna be there, but the young dudes will be running the country, and they will be looking after the engine room. That's what he says. So, and I was very happy when he acknowledged all of us here. That in 2020, में $600 million came into Fiji in remittance.
Yes.
I'm very proud of the Fijians living overseas, especially either Australia में overseas से भी. They have been pumping money back into the Fijian economy. 600 million is a very big money, bro.
My only take on the election is whoever wins for the good cause, and there should never be any racism. That's the only thing I have to say. The world has changed. We're 30 years ago. Things have happened. Move ahead. Be with the world. Change.
They should. There's no place for racism in the whole world.
Shouldn't be.
So
shouldn't be.
I think this guy will come in, and we will see. If not, then 3-5 years, man, they will be changed anyways. So
good luck to the other positions as well.
Good luck to everybody.
And I can't vote, but I can only say, I can only hear as to. I've got secretly. I can say, who you want to win. Obviously, we all have our favorites, and.
We all have our favorites, but
Suba GT say no. So we all have our favorites.
So political analysis, I would say that these guys would have an edge. They would definitely join. They would have an edge over the present government. Nevertheless, whatever happens, it happens.
My take on that would be, I think Fiji Fest is going to retain the parliament for the last session. That's my gut feeling. I don't know, but that's my just gut feeling. I don't favor anybody. But just sometimes kabhi bhauchar itna lage hai that it doesn't make an effect on the wall. No? It bounces back. The wave comes and the wave goes.
That's true. And what I have observed, Param, but Ilong ke bhi join cabinet, Ilong ke join, aspiring candidates, man, they are very capable, yes. If you're voting for personal views, candidates look at they've got masters, they've got this and that, so they would have a good command of the economy and things that probably they would change it around, but whoever goes, they will be going into a debt full of economy, but
yes.
Anyway, nevertheless, दोस्तों साथियों, हम हमेशा कहते हैं कि simple is the best, सरलता प्रधान, हिंदी में सरलता प्रधान, simplicity is the president. तो एक गीत हम आपको सुनाने जा रहे हैं. We got it off Facebook. और इसमें आपको देखना है कि ये एक बंदा जो है, he is singing एक गली में खड़ा होकर के, एक छोटा सा माइक लेके, एक छोटा सा स्पीकर लेकर के, he's just singing to anybody who's there, रास्ता के किनारे, right? And people come and go. I can see look at the background of it. यहाँ महिला पड़ा, वहाँ पड़ा, गाँव में एक खड़ा है कि लड़का बंदा गावे है. My God, उसकी आवाज भी तुम सुनेगा.
Let's play a little bit and we'll come back, huh?
Just like Kishore Kumar. Let's play it off. And
गीत सुनते हैं. फिल्म का नाम है प्रेम नगर. गीत के बोल हैं बाय बाय मिस गुड नाइट. किशोर साहब का एक गाना, इस गाने का मजा लेते हैं. Bye bye Miss Good Night, कल फिर मिलेंगे. Bye bye Miss Good Night, कल फिर मिलेंगे. खूबसूरत सीता, रीता तू भी कुछ कम नहीं, नीता तुझ में दम नहीं, रीता तू भी कुछ कम नहीं, नीता तुझ में दम नहीं, आंखों पे कभी यूं मस्ती सिखाई छाई छाई हाय। बाय बाय मिस गुड नाइट, कल फिर मिलेंगे, बाय बाय मिस गुड नाइट, कल फिर मिलेंगे।
He sounds very much like Kishore Kumar.
Sounds very much like Kishore Kumar. देखो सरलता प्रधान ना, simplicity. Look at the background. और इसके कोई there's no show, nothing. He doesn't
कोई
want
देखे
money.
नहीं, audience नहीं.
अपन मस्त audience है ही नहीं. And audience इधर जाए उधर जाए background में दिखाए ना, so the सरलता, हम लोग गाना सुना, the सरलता in his voice, and सरलता in his presentation, the सरलता in the background, the simplicity हमें भाई गए. You know, that's why I said let's play this song for the audience.
दागो मामा वाला बात है क्या ना?
दागो मामा है ये. विनोद चंद्रा जी ने कहा कई कई रीबॉर्न, देखो ना इतना अच्छा बात है ना.
Yes, he did. Yes. Well,
Very
it's been a
आता.
wonderful episode, and it's been a good journey with us, ladies and gentlemen. हमारे जो प्रोग्राम की समाप्ति पे हम पहुंच चुके हैं,
ठीक है.
and we will leave you to that. Pranav, you have a good week till we meet again. Next week is another week, and we'll meet you in another week, fortnight's time.
Fortnight's time. So once again everybody, thank you for joining us, और हमारी आपकी मुलाकात 2 सप्ताह के बाद मिलती है. तब तक के लिए
Yep.
नमस्कार.
Thank you for everybody that have actually joined and took the special moments and time to join us as usual. कुछ प्रोग्राम में रद्द बदल देखना चाहते हैं, कुछ टिप्पणी करना चाहते हैं तो definitely thank you Devchand, you popped in there. Thank you for listening. there हमारे बहुत सारे कुछ ऐसे लोग हैं जो behind the scene बैठ कर ही देखते हैं, and they're not part of the feed but they do watch us. Nevertheless, thank you for tuning in, thank you for joining us, and thank you for always giving us some feedback. Lovely, and thank you. You take care, my friend, and I'll see you in a fortnight's time on episode 42. Stay tuned into our next week. Episode 42, we should be back with some drawing, I believe. No?
With drawing and everything, yes. Definitely.
And next episode में हम बातें करेंगे कुछ म्यूजिक के बारे में फिर भी, और गुरु जी की टूर हो रहा है, they're going to FIJI, उसके बारे में कुछ हम चर्चा करेंगे.
हम बोला तुम्हें बता दी because
hold on to that. Hold on to that, eh?
But I wanted to tell you because I didn't want anybody else to tell you.
Okay.
You know, that's why I
Thank
said
you, sir. Thank you for letting me know. So we'll talk about that, and we'll talk a lot about it because it's going to be a fantabulous trip for Pranol and his team, and I'm excited already. अगर हमारा भाड़ा मेरे तुम चल देगा. हमारा भाड़ा आई जी करे पैसे FIJI Airways, and I'll definitely go.
तुम्हारा तो उधर से
Air Pacific, eh? Not Air Pacific.
हाँ,
I keep on saying Air Pacific. FIJI Airways, send me the airfare. FIJI Airways, send me the airfare. Come on. All right, man.
Preeti, I'll keep you updated, Preeti. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And when you go, you must go to Preeti and hit some ice block over there.
100%, yes.
Yes. All the best. Cheers.